Making investment decisions can be easy, but while many people do not have a crystal ball to predict the future, as a result, some South Africans get scammed from time to time because they did not know where to invest and with who. Back in 2015, the National Treasury launched tax-free savings accounts after consultation with the public and professional bodies. They amended sections of the Income Tax Act of 1962 to allow for these types of products. Terence Tobin is independent financial planner and he joins us right here on SA Today. Thank you so much for coming through.
My pleasure. Thanks very much for having me.
So why should we invest in a tax-free account to start with?
Colin, the great benefit of a tax-free account is exactly as the name says. All your growth, interest and dividends in it will remain tax-free and pay out to you tax-free. And that is probably the best reason to have one.
Some South Africans want to do long-term investing and later on change their investment plans and want to access the money with immediate effect. Can they do that?
Absolutely, Colin. So there's many types of tax-free accounts you can get, and the nature of the tax-free account is it must be kept simple and easy for the investor. So to get your funds out, whether it's as a monthly income or the lump sum amount, should pay out to you within 3 to 7 days.
So does it really achieve the investment plan? As we know, the fundamentals of investing is that you gain interest over time. And short-term investing, does it really yield that much?
I would not recommend a person uses a tax-free account for short-term. The nature of the tax-free account as put out by Treasury, as you said in 2015, is that it should be looked at as a very long-term investment. So for my clients, I recommend a time frame of 15 to 20 years or longer to really benefit from the nature of the product, and like you've said, to benefit from the compounded growth and the compounded interest that's available to you through the tax-free nature of the investment.
All right, so let's bring this investment coaching and advice closer to home. From 2020, we have seen so many retrenchments. Various companies were shutting down and people were getting lump sums to go home. Then the issue would be how to spend, save and invest. And when it comes to investing, how does it work then for a long-term investor who is not going to work now and would not expect to get a job soon? How do they live off that type of investment to meet a certain type of lifestyle in the meantime?
For that type of investor, I would rather recommend that they use a money market account, which you can use as your emergency fund to pay you out that monthly income whilst you're still looking for employment or creating your own employment. A tax-free account, although liquid and available, shouldn't be used in this certain circumstance, as you've highlighted. The main reasons being, Colin, is that at the moment you can contribute 36,000 Rand per year, limited to 500,000 Rand in your lifetime. Now, any withdrawals you make or any disinvestments you make on that in tax-free account that comes from it into your bank account will reduce that 500,000 Rand limit, and you cannot catch it up again. You won't be able to top up and recover those withdrawals. So you really should only withdraw from your tax-free account as a last resort.
Now, Terence, here's the problem. Somebody has been retrenched and they would like to invest 100,000 Rand from perhaps R1 million that they got from their employer. Why must there be a limit, such a minimum limit, 36,000 Rand per year? I mean, people want to put a substantial amount aside so that they shouldn't spend it now.
I agree with you and I hear you. So the way Treasury designed this product is that it must benefit the majority of South Africans. And they've put this annual limit to prevent over investing so that if you do invest more than the annual limit, the unfortunate reality is there is a 40% penalty tax that will apply. So they want us to rather treat this as a long-term investment vehicle instead of a short-term savings account.
So that's punishing the investor for investing, in other words.
No, I think if you do stick to it long term, it is going to work out in your benefit. It should take you about 13 years of the annual limit to reach the lifetime limit, which I believe personally will be adjusted in time. And if you keep this investment for 20 or 30 years or longer, you're going to have a significant pot of money that you can use to supplement your lifestyle then, and all that income will be tax-free.
All right, we'll make time to talk about investing in the money market rather than the tax-free account so that people can understand the difference and the juxtaposition there. But thank you so much for making time, Terence.
My pleasure. Thanks very much.
All right. Terence is an independent money coach, independent financial planner, speaking to us about investing in a tax-free